Hi everyone, it's Hannah here from CosyCaitlin. This week I thought I would do my 2016 favourites. Hopefully it's going to be quite a short video because I have to admit when I kind of sat down to get together all the things that I was loving in 2016, there wasn't that many that kind of sprung to mind immediately, and I think that if you've got to think about it for a little bit too long, is it really a favourite? Because you've got to physically kind of think of things. So let's get cracking. I've got a nice basket of things on my knee, so let's get going. So firstly I'll start with the beauty type things that I was loving in 2016. So as I said, there isn't loads of these things, there is just a couple. Some of them are quite old things that you'll probably be thinking, why has she only just found those? But hey ho, I have, it's what we're going with. So firstly, makeup wise, I fell in love with the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Mascara. Now this has been talked about for a little while. I don't know if it's like the last year or the last 2 years, but I eventually just thought, right, I'm going to have to give this a go. This mascara is amazing. It makes your lashes thick but not too thick that they look fake. It lengthens them. It somehow curls them as well, like looks to curl them. It's just amazing mascara, and I'm so glad that all of the other YouTubers were raving about this last year because it is just amazing and I really enjoy using it. Sticking with eyes, this is a nice cheap and cheerful one. This is an eye palette and it's the Makeup Revolution London Salvation palette. Now I got this for Christmas last year. I actually bought it myself for Christmas. Makeup Revolution is a brand that you buy in Superdrug. It is extremely affordable. This palette, if you bought it as the palette, would have been £9 I believe. I bought two for my cousins last Christmas, so I actually got this one for free with a deal that Superdrug were just kind of running with. And as you can see when I open it, I use this a lot because I've hit pan on this one right here. I love this palette. So along the bottom you've got all of the matte shades, and then on the top there's shimmers. I love this because this one here I use as my eyebrow colour, so I use this every single day. Kind of without fail really, and it goes on my eyebrows. This is the one that I use as a lid colour, so I just use this all over my lid and like a transition shade. I then also really like using these two as highlighters, especially the top one here. This has been used quite a lot because I did use this as like an all over face highlighter, so on my cheekbones and things, but I tend to mix these two together now to use on my brow bone and in the corner of my eyes. And then I also like pretty much all of the other shimmer shades as well. If I just want a really quick and easy eye look, and I'm in a bit of a rush, what I do is I'll just use this one palette because I've got my eyebrows, so I take this with me everywhere anyway because I use it for my eyebrows, and then I've got a lid colour, and then I'll just grab any of these other colours depending on how I'm feeling and pop it in the crease. Yeah, I just absolutely love this palette. If you haven't got anything from Makeup Revolution and you're just wanting to try a couple of bits out, do, because it's so good. They tend to be dupes for a lot of higher end makeup as well, and they're so worth the very low price tag. Another favourite that I have had, which is a fairly new one, it's probably only from kind of November, is the Bare Minerals Original Powder Foundation. I have this in medium beige, and I bought this as part of one of the starter kits. And I actually found the starter kit in TK Maxx, so it was ridiculously cheap. I think it was like £18. And I just thought I'd give this a go because I've been suffering with breakouts quite a lot this last year, and I just wanted to get some good stuff on my face rather than just liquid foundations. And I have to admit, I wasn't expecting great things from this, and I wasn't expecting to like it. And I've used it pretty much every day since I got it. I have quite oily skin, so it means that I don't then have to put powder on top of my foundation. It's all just in this, and the coverage is really good. You can definitely build it up. You can have really light coverage, or you can build it up and have full coverage. It's just really good, and if you haven't got this and you're thinking about it, definitely try it. Lastly with makeup, it is a lip colour that I have worn a lot, kind of to the back end of this year. This is one that is always in my handbag, and it's one that I always reach for when I just want a little pop of colour on my lips that isn't too intense, and it's the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and this is the one in Abu Dhabi. So it's in a little brown tube, it's the Abu Dhabi shade, and it just goes on so nicely. It's velvety when you put it on. It lasts for quite a while. It doesn't last through eating, but then again, not a lot of lip colours do. So yeah, it lasts. It goes on really well. It doesn't dry your lips out, and it's just a really nice subtle shade. It's not a dark brown. It's not a light brown. It's like a lovely rich brown nude colour. And I really like this. I actually got it out of my handbag to film this video, so it is definitely still in there, and it is one that I reach for quite a lot when I just want a nice subtle lip and not something bright like what I've got on now. So the next ones are more skincare than makeup, and the first one is the Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Cream. This is one of the smaller sizes. I think it's a 50ml, 30ml one, so it's even smaller. I actually got this when I was on holiday last September, like September 2015, so quite a while ago, and it's something that's always sat next to my bedside table but I haven't used a lot. This year I decided to just start using it and forget about the fact that it was a little bit more pricey and that I was using it every day, so I just started to use it, and I now use it every single night before I go to bed. I pop it on my lips, I use it as a lip balm, and it is amazing. Your lips are just really moisturised. I used to get quite a lot of cracking on my lips. I don't get that anymore. It's just really, really nice, really nourishing, and you can feel kind of all the moisture once it's in your lips. It's really good. If you haven't yet tried this, I know a lot of kind of beauty YouTubers and bloggers rave about it, so it is one of those where you're a bit like, is it a fad or not? If you haven't tried it, try it. Even if it's just one of the little ones, just try it. It's good, I love it. Next is 2 serums. I have an AM and a PM serum, and I love both of them. The first one I got kind of early on last year in 2016, and it's the Soap & Glory Make Yourself Youthful Rejuvenating Facial Serum. So it's in this silver packet, and it's just got a little pump top. I use 1 pump of this every night once I have cleansed and toned. So I use 1 pump, rub it between my hands, pop it all over my face before my evening moisturiser. I've been using this now for well over 6 months, I think. It was a recommendation from a friend, and I absolutely love it. For the price that it is, it's just amazing. My skin was glowing, I had so much more moisture in it, and it was just really, really good. I'm excited to try some more of the Soap & Glory skincare in 2017 as well. I'm going to place a Boots order soon and kind of give some other bits a go because I'm so impressed with this. And then the other serum that I have been using, I've only been using for kind of the last 2 or 3 months, I'd say, and it's the Decleor Aromasense Neroli Hydrating Oil Serum. So this one's in a little glass tube. It's this one is 15ml, but it looks like a lot. To put it into context, the other one is 50ml. But there just looks to be so much more in this one. This one's much more of an oil, whereas this one's a little bit more of a gel cream kind of texture anyway. So this one I use as my AM serum. I didn't think that I needed to use an AM and a PM serum. Once I started using this, I'm so glad that I was told to do that. My skin, especially at this time of year, would normally be quite dry. Since using both of them, and especially this one, I think, it's just been so hydrated. I have no like dry patches. I'd say I'm getting fewer breakouts as well, and it's just really nice and light, and it just means that my morning moisturiser just sinks in that little bit further as well, so my skin's just feeling so good for it. So Decleor is again another brand that I just started trying last year, and I'm really impressed, and this one is by far one of my favourites at the moment. From skincare to scent, there is only one scent that I knew I needed to include in this favourites, and it's the Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede, I think that's how it's pronounced, and it's the Clone. This one is the 100ml one, I believe. It's the bigger one of them anyway. Yeah, this is the 100ml bottle. I bought this in duty free as I was going on my holiday in September. I used it every single day on holiday to try and make it my like holiday scent, so that whenever I wore it again it would like take me back there. It hasn't really done that, but what it does is when I wear it, it just makes me so happy, and it makes me think like that I'm going somewhere and doing something amazing, which is so good. And it's just such a gorgeous everyday scent. And I'm so happy I got this in the bigger bottle. I was going to get the smaller one and I'm so glad I got it in the big one. This is my first ever Jo Malone scent as well. I am so impressed. I can't wait to give a couple more a try, but for now, this one is my absolute favourite. Now, I kind of guess this counts as a beauty product, kind of, but going on from the perfume because it's a spray. This is the This Works Deep Sleep Pillow Spray, the 75ml bottle. I love this product. I didn't think I would. Again, I thought it was another one of the fads that were going around, but I love it. I'm not going to say too much because a lot of people have spoken about this. I got this because I wasn't feeling rested in the morning. I felt like I'd only been asleep for an hour, and this really helps. What I do is I do a couple of sprays on a night, not every night, just the nights where I feel like I need it, and it makes such a difference. I wake up in the morning, I feel like I've had such a good deep sleep, and I just wake up feeling refreshed, and it helps me fall asleep quicker as well, which I think is really good. Now, the last few beauty bits I have are hair care. So the first one is the oil treatment that I'm using on my hair and have been doing for the last year, and it is the Avon Advanced Techniques 360 Nourishment Moroccan Argan Oil. So it's in this little glass tube canister thing. As you can see, I've used so much of it. I have started getting my hair bleached in the last year. I do have balayage, so I do find that having a treatment like this that does work, does put so much more moisture back into my hair, and my hair really does benefit from it. And this is definitely one of the best ones that I've found. I've actually got a different brand in my drawer that I'm trying to use up before I use this up, because this is just so much better. So I do think I'm going to have to repurchase this. And it is just Avon. A lot of people get it delivered to their houses. You can order it online. But Avon really is something that people need to start looking at again, because they have some great pieces like this. So to go along with my oil, I need to have good shampoo and conditioner, and one that me and my mum have found this year that again has been raved about a lot in the past, we just haven't given it a try, but we have this year, is the Aussie Miracle Moist shampoo and conditioner. So we started using this about a month or so ago. No, probably a little bit more, but we love it. My mum dyes her hair quite often. As I said, mine gets bleached quite a lot, and especially at this time of year, we just need to be putting as much moisture into it as we can. So we decided to give these a go, and we're so impressed that because these 2 bottles are running out, we've currently got 6 more bottles in our cupboard, and we've got 3 of the shampoo and 3 of the conditioner. We just love it. It smells like bubblegum. It's not the best scent, I would say. I prefer kind of honey scents in like hair products, but it's nice. It's not horrible. It is quite overpowering, but it's livable when you get such good results. They're just so good. I'm not going to go on about them too much because I feel like everybody else knows about them. We just didn't, but I just love them. They're so good, and I don't think we're going to be going back to another hair care product for quite some time. On to books. I'll do the ones that I have on my knee to begin with. So I've got 2 that are currently on my knee. Now the first one is a baking book, and I would be lying if I didn't put this in my favourites. I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it, and I haven't baked anything really that hasn't been from this book since it came out, and it is Tanya Burr's Tanya Bakes. This book is so good. Ask anyone in my family. We're all obsessed. I love it. My family love it. I've got friends that love it. I actually had someone ask me if they could place an order at Christmas of something that I make from this book, because it's just that good. This book is just so good. I have to say, there hasn't really been anything I've made from it that hasn't lived up to expectation or has gone wrong. My mum's favourite is the salted caramel cheesecake. Another family favourite is the salted caramel brownies. I really liked making the cherry bundt cake. I made the Halloween cupcakes on a video on this channel, which I will leave in the description box below if you do want to check that out. And I have tried so many other things from this as well. I'm slowly making my way through. I'll get there to the point where I've made everything, but for now I just have to say this baking book is amazing, and I don't think I'm going to be using another one for quite some time. It's just so good. The second book I have been loving is more of a journal type thing than a book, and it is the Happiness Planner. I bought this in June. Me and my best friend bought one each at the same time. I got the pink one, she got the mint green one. So we got the mid-year 52-week planners. So mine started in July. Mine started in July and runs through until next June. They are an investment. They are quite expensive for a planner, but I absolutely love mine. Well, I'll show you a day that I haven't written in. So what you do is every day you get this little planner bit here. So you get to write what you're excited about, your main focus for the day, the exercises that you're going to do that day, your meals. You've got a to-do list here, a schedule, notes section, good things about today, and what I hope for tomorrow. I do love this. Every night I sit down to write it, and what I do is I write for the next day what exercise I want to do, the meals, and what I'm thankful for, my to-do list, that kind of thing. And then in the evening I will go back in and write my 3 things that I was happy for, any notes I need to write down, what I'm thankful for, what I'm looking forward to for the next day, and then I'd go to the next day and do the top bits again. And then the last book that I have been loving, or that I would say is my favourite book of the year, novel-wise, I don't actually have with me because I'm currently lending it to a friend who's reading it, and it is Jojo Moyes' Me Before You, and that goes for both the book and the film. I'm not going to give any spoilers. I'm not going to talk about it loads because people have been talking about it for quite a while, but it is an excellent book and film. They don't differ too much, but the book has a lot more in it that the film doesn't. It's just amazing. It tugs on the heartstrings. You get so connected to the characters, and it's just amazing. It is by far my favourite book and film combo this year. I did watch the film before I read the book, and it didn't ruin it in any way, shape or form. All it meant was that while I was reading the book, I had faces and voices to put to the characters already because I'd seen the film, and I was just finding out so much more about them because the book goes into so much more detail. So either way around that you do it, I do definitely suggest that you read or watch or both that kind of series. That is everything today. I do apologise if this has been a little bit longer than I hoped it was. I can ramble, and I do apologise for that. I do hope that you liked my favourites. If there is anything that you thought that you liked or you wanted to give a try, I'll leave as many links as I can down below in the description box. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments what your favourites were from last year, and if there's anything you think that I should kind of try out, anything like that. And I will see you next week with another video. Thank you very much. Bye!